Yo peeps, welcome to the imagimango channel and welcome to the first episode of DIY Storytime. Because I have a story to tell, but I wanted to do it in a more interesting video instead of just telling the story. I could have animated it or whatever, but I don't know, that requires a lot of work and I don't think I could do that in a fun way, I don't know. So we are gonna be making Mjolnir. This. And if you can't see this, then I'll probably put up a PNG like bam, that's what we're gonna be making. Fun fact, I got this set from my last internship. So shout out to Mark. I don't think Mark is ever going to watch this video. But they knew I was a huge Marvel fan and that's why I'm also wearing this shirt, Thor Ragnarok. I know the title doesn't make sense, but that was just to lure you in. Welcome to the video. It's about a company that seemed pretty excited to have me work there at first, but then they ended up, you know, being not that nice. I don't want to curse. There is a hole in this sheet, so I'm not sure if that means that I'm missing one piece, but sure. This is a step-by-step guide, so I guess we're gonna have to start at page 1. Pliers are helpful for assembly. Nah, I can do this with my bare hands. So first I gotta carefully get all these little tiles from the thingy. So let's start with the story. So yes, a company seemed excited to have me work there. And it's not really a company in my field. And when I say my field, I mean like the creative field, you know, video editing or animation. That's my field. But this company was just, I guess temporary, just a way for me to get at least have some sort of a sustainable income. So they wanted to hire me as a cashier. These pieces are not getting out of here. So they invited me over. The company invited me over on a meeting to actually get to know me. And they seemed pretty excited. So they wanted a second meeting with me. But before that second meeting came around, I was approached by another company that I would personally like more. So I wanted to postpone it until I knew if I would be hired by that other company or not. Also, I now realize when I said the word assembly, I could have made an Avengers joke. Ha 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 ha. No. Piece number 1. We're doing it. Metal is sharp. Noted. Oh, that's a giant cut. Okay. I'll be fine. Mjolnir also has had, you know, many casualties. And then I mean it created casualties, not... Yeah, that's getting bigger and bigger. Okay, so I actually stopped recording for a while to get myself some gloves and to actually get all the pieces out. There we go. So I can actually have pieces to work with. I did not get all pieces out yet, but these are small. These are easy to get out of here because the trick is you get it a little out of it and then just wiggle around. Aye, and I got it. That's the cheat. So where were we? Yes. What I forgot to say is that after our first meeting, I got like a little form where I could write down all my info so they knew more about me. So, you know, they knew where I lived and how to get in touch with me, you know. I hope I'm making sense. That second company that showed interest in me, I actually genuinely thought that they would hire me after my little test evening to see if I fit into their team. Apparently I did not, so they decided to also not hire me. So that's when I decided like, okay, I still have this form where I had to write down all my info for this company, so I'm going to do that. But before I even had that little test evening at the second company, I of course called them to cancel, you know, the second meeting. Oh, cool. And then the dude on the phone was like, oh, okay, let us know if you're still open. So that's, you know, that's the impression that I got, that they were still interested. And that made me feel nice, that, you know, that the possibility is still there to work there if I got denied at the second company. I heard that I wasn't going to be hired at that second company, so I still had that form to write down all of the info. So I wrote that down and I visited them again, but the two dudes that I had my conversation with were not present. Yeah, I gotta say that too. I had my initial first meeting at that first company. I had that with two guys and they were both excited. One of them was the leader and the other one was just, I guess, assistant of him, I don't know. And that assistant was the dude that I canceled the second meeting with. And he said like, oh, okay, let us know if you're still open. So that wasn't the actual leader that told me that, it was the assistant. But none of them were present when I handed in my form full of info, my sheet full of the info that they needed. So I just handed it in at the cashier, ironically enough. Because that would have been like the job that I may have gotten. And the cashier, who I gave my sheet of info to, told me, cool, I'm sure that my colleagues will get in touch with you. And that made sense to me. Like, yeah, of course they will. To let me know if I'd be hired or not. Yes. We literally got all the pieces. So these sheets of metal. That's very not handy. First step. Okay, my story is almost over and I'm still at the first step. That's weird. I wish I had like a closer camera so you could actually see what I'm doing better. Let's get the camera closer. So now we got this piece. The first piece, supposedly. What a beautiful view of the band-aid on my finger. One of them is longer than the other. How does that make any sense? Crap. I did it the wrong way around. I folded it the wrong way. You know what's cool? If people ask me how I got this band-aid, then I can just say, because of Mjolnir. And they'll be like, what is Mjolnir? And I'll be like, oh, that's Thor's hammer. Look at that. One piece is still longer than the other. At least we got a 3D thingy. This is way too small. This piece has to go on top. This doesn't fit, guys. How am I? Why won't you just go in there? You're there perfectly, but you're not. We're just gonna skip on to the hammer. I haven't been continuing my story because I know it's almost the ending of the story. But we gotta freaking make Mjolnir still. So this little piece, I have to turn this. Oh, this seems pretty straightforward. Yes, this is the top of Mjolnir. I thought this would be bigger and easier. Because like the site says that the difficulty is moderate. But Mark, what have you done to me? Okay, we're just gonna head on over to the outside of Mjolnir, which is apparently this part, and I'm trying to freaking bend it, but it looks unbendable. Except bending it like this, but we gotta bend it like as if it were a tube. Apparently there's supposed to be like a 360 model on the site, because it says coming soon. But this thing is from freaking 2015, so how soon should we expect it? I'm just breaking it. I'm not supposed to break it. That fits perfectly. This is exactly how I remember Mjolnir. Look at how perfect that is. This is totally how I remember Mjolnir. Okay, so the underside is this one. That kind of speaks for itself. That one does make sense. I just bend it and make sure that it sort of looks like Mjolnir. Did I bend it the wrong way? I bend it the wrong way again. No worries, we're doing okay. We're just gonna have to bend it the other way around. Probably grab that little piece that fell on the ground. Oh crap. The piece that fell was the top of Mjolnir. Crap. I wanted to keep that. That's important. That gives it the power. I think it's under my couch because I don't know where else it could be. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna, you know, if we just have this. What was this for? This is the stand. We're gonna need the stand, of course. That's, you know, how we're gonna showcase our beautiful Mjolnir. Oh, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was this piece. It's still on here. This is, okay, that's good. If we just, you know, put this where it's supposed to be. It is supposed to be standing like this. But how would we be able to get it standing like this? These pieces were actually meant to be support. So now they're gonna be supporting. If you just stand, if it just, that doesn't work. And now they're just stuck in there, aren't they? Great. Yeah. I guess that's the best we'll do. So this cashier dude tells me that he's sure that his colleagues will contact me. And of course there was no way for him to know if they actually would or not, but he was just assuming that they would, just like me. I was just assuming that they would. So something like around 2 weeks went by and I still didn't hear from that company. So when I finally called them, the leader of the company, who was one of the 2 dudes at my first meeting, of course, was like, yes, I took a look at your sheet full of info, but I didn't do anything with it. And I was like, okay, why? Is this like some sort of joke? And he was like, no, I just don't really want you to work here because I'm scared that you'll leave as soon as you begin here. Of course, that's a fair decision. If I found another job, like a better job, I probably would have. But considering I haven't really found it yet. So when I told him that the other guy from the interview told me that I should just contact them if I'm available, and that the dude at the cashier told me that they would contact me, he was like, yeah, we've been busy, and I'm the one in charge, so I'll choose who I hire. And that's true, but then you also gotta make sure that your colleagues won't, give me false hope if you apparently don't really want me anymore. So that's the story. What do you guys think of my Mjolnir? I hate it. Thank you for watching this abomination of a video. I'm not the right person for this. Why did I decide to do this? I do have another DIY kit, but I think that one is much easier than creating a freaking mythical weapon from metal sheets. I am injured. Over on the left, there's a video that YouTube recommends to you, and over on the right, there's another video that I would like you to see. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe.